Hey everyone, it's Nancy, and today I have a July book haul slash beginning of August book haul because I'm including the books that I just recently got since I'm filming this in August, so I'm just going to include that with the hopes that I will not make an August book haul because I'm planning not to buy any more books after this. We will see. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping I don't. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and start. So I'm gonna start with the books that I actually got today because I went to go eat with one of my friends and I got there a little early, so I decided to kill time at a bookstore by the restaurant we were gonna eat at. I felt like I needed to buy a book or two, you know? So the first book that I got was The First Next Time by James Baldwin, and I've never read anything, well, no, that's a lie. I have read like a little excerpt of something James Baldwin wrote for an English class that I took last year. Or two, yeah, last year. So I decided to pick up another one, and this was the one that was like right there, like on display. So I decided to get this one, and it's pretty small, so it'll probably be good for in-between reads of bigger books. And I like to add a little bit of nonfiction to my reading, so I'm not always reading fiction and fantasy and mysteries. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. And then I got Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. This is a short story collection. I just finished reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, and I really loved it. So I decided to pick something else up, and hopefully I read it soon. But yeah, I hope I enjoy this one as much as I did The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and we'll see how this goes. I ordered a few books from Book Outlet. So the first one, talking about Neil Gaiman, The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I talked a little bit more about it in my July wrap-up if you want to go check that out. But yeah, so I got that from Book Outlet. Then I got Between the World and Me by Tanisha Coates, and I also read an excerpt of this in that same English class that I read the excerpt from James Baldwin, and I really liked it. This is a memoir in the form of a letter from the author to his son, and he's just talking about his journey and his life as a black man in America. And I wanted to read the whole thing ever since that class, and I just never got it, but it was on Book Outlet, so I decided to just get it, and I'm really excited to read this. And again, it's not that long, so hopefully I'll read it soon. That was a dog. Okay. And the other book that I got from Book Outlet was Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I've been wanting to read this for a while. The character just sounds really cool. The storyline sounds very interesting as well. And the cover is really cool. Look at that. The second book is coming out in September, so if I like this, I will be able to just buy the sequel right after. I'm planning to read this pretty soon. Maybe in September. And then I went to Barnes & Noble, and I usually only go there to browse or to buy a classic because they're only $5. I just went in there and I ended up buying a few books. This one that I got was The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, and yes, I have not read this. It was never a required read for me, so I think it's about time for me to read it. And it's in this cute little like pocket version. I love these small books. But yeah, I really wanted to read this because I know a lot of people either love it or they hate it. I'll see how I like it. And this was 20% off, so that's why I got it. But I took the sticker off because I can't deal with the stickers. So, and then I got In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and it was 20% off, so I was just like, okay, I'll get it. This is just a murder mystery, so how exciting is that? I just don't know why I just really wanted this one because it's about real life events. I'm excited for this book. I'm gonna keep saying I'm excited for all the books because I just am excited about all the books, so. And then I got a graphic novel. I got Saga Volume 1. I haven't read a graphic novel in a while, and I've never owned one. I either read it from like the library or something, but it's been a while, so I just decided that it was about time to get one. The art looks really cool. I'll probably save this for when I go back to school, so if there's a time where I'm too busy and I can't finish an actual book, I'll just read this, and yeah, since it's not going to take me too long, I'll feel accomplished. And then I have books from Amazon because Amazon is the perfect place for impulse buys, and that is honestly the place I buy books that I just probably see in a video. I pause the video, go buy the book, and continue watching the video. This is pretty much that section of the haul. So the first book is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I bought this when I saw the video for the Booktubeathon, the challenge video, because it covered 2 challenges, and I was just like, what a great excuse to buy this book. So I already read it and I loved it. And then I got Confessions of a Sociopath: A Life Spent Hiding in Plain Sight by M.E. Thomas, and this book I wanted to read even before I got back into reading. Back a few years ago I was really into psychology and sociology, and I heard about this book and I really wanted to read it, but I never got it. And then some booktuber, I forgot who, I watched so many booktube videos that I don't remember who said what, but someone mentioned this book and I just paused it, bought it, because I was just like, I've been wanting to read this for years. I forgot about it, but someone reminded me, so I had to get it, and I got it. And this is just a memoir about a diagnosed sociopath. So I started reading it and it's pretty interesting so far. And then I got Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. Palahniuk, yeah. I've never read anything by Chuck Palahniuk. And Allie from Hardback Hoarder, she mentioned how she liked this book in a past video, and how she mentioned that the characters are a little crazy, and I like crazy characters, so I decided to get it. Yep. And then I got The Book of Unknown Americans by Cristina Enriquez. This is about a Hispanic girl who has immigrant parents and who falls in love with a boy. And that is all I know about this book. Someone on BookTube mentioned it and I thought it was really interesting. And I haven't read about a diverse character that I relate to in a really, really long time. So I thought it was about time. So I got this book. And the last book that I got on Amazon was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I honestly have been wanting to read the series ever since I discovered BookTube, but I just never got to it, and I just decided to get it. I decided to get the first book and try it out. Yeah, I got this. I don't need to talk about it much because you probably heard about it already. So now moving on to the used books that I got at the thrift store, because I go there too often. I literally go there at least once a week, and I feel like all the employees know me already. But it's all good. It's all good. I buy books. So first I got a few classics. First I got Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. This is a book I already read, but I didn't own it. I'll probably reread it in the far future, but I will reread it, hopefully. Because I haven't read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, so I'm planning to read that first and then reread this. And then I got Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This is like a cool old cover, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's old because it has the sticker of Borders. Do you guys remember Borders? That was the bookstore I would go to when I was younger, but they all closed down a couple years ago. So yeah, this was before I knew about Barnes & Noble. But anyways, so yeah, I haven't read it. Excited to read it. I think it's about time that I pick it up. Then I got 2 John Steinbeck books because I haven't read any Steinbeck, so I thought it was about time. So I got Of Mice and Men and East of Eden. I think I'm gonna read Of Mice and Men first because it is smaller. Probably gonna read it soon. And then I got The Ocean at the End of the Lane again. I bought the other one first, but then I found the hardcover larger version at the thrift store for $2, so I couldn't pass it up. I just needed it. It was $2, you know? And then I got The Dinner by Herman Koch. I heard about this book by Books and Lala, and she mentioned that she really enjoyed it and the premise sounds really interesting. So I thought it would be an interesting read, and it's hardcover for like $3. And then I got All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. And this is a historical fiction book. I love historical fiction. Very excited to read this. I heard this is a really good book. I honestly don't know much about it, but I just heard that it's good and that it makes you cry. And I was just like, sold. I'ma get it. And then the last book that I got just made me so happy, because a few weeks ago I went to Target and I was gonna get this book, the paperback version, for like $13, but I just decided to, like, you know, not get it. I was just like, you know what, you have too many books, just read the ones that you have at home for now and then you can get it later. And I think the universe was rewarding me for my willpower by having the hardcover version at the thrift store, and that is The Nightingale by Chris and Hannah. I'm so glad I did not buy it at Target, because I probably would not have bought this. And yeah, it's a good condition hardcover, but I just really wanted to read the book. So that has been my July book haul. I don't know why I forgot, I blanked. But anyways, yeah, this has been my July book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I don't have any books to haul for August, because I really need to stop buying books. I feel like we all booktubers can relate, or just booktube watchers can relate, right? Right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and all those YouTubey things, and I'll see you guys in my next video.